Hi everyone, welcome back to the Python lecture series. In this video, we are going to learn about range function. By using this function, we can generate a sequence of numbers. First, we'll see the syntax of the range function. This function is going to accept maximum of 3 numbers. So the syntax is first we'll have the keyword range followed by open parenthesis and then close parenthesis because it is a function. Within that, we can give start value, comma, stop value, and then step value. And this function is going to return a sequence of numbers starting from the start value and ending at stop value minus 1. This is very important. If I give stop value as 10, it will not generate 10, it will generate values before 10. And these values are incremented by the step value, which is specified as a third argument. And out of these 3 arguments, stop value is mandatory, whereas start and the step values are optional. And if the start and the step values are not mentioned, so the Python interpreter is going to take the default start value as 0 and default step value as 1. And we can change these default values by specifying our own arguments. Let's see these things with an example. First, we will see the range function where we are going to specify only the stop value. So the syntax is for I or x any iterator variable in range 10. So here, if you see, this function is going to generate a sequence of numbers. We need to now iterate over the sequence of numbers and we want to print. So in order to iterate over the sequence of numbers, as we have already seen in the previous lecture, we can use a for loop. So for x is the iteratable object in range 10. Then this is a looping statement. It will end with colon. Then print x comma end. If you want, you can give end. Otherwise, the default end character will be taken as new line character. So when I run this program, let's see what is going to happen. It is now printing all the numbers from 0 to 9. So the reason is I have given the stop value as 10. Therefore, it will not print 10. It will print all the numbers before 10. And I have not specified any start value and then step value. So since I have not specified, it is going to take the default start value as 0 and default step value as 1. Therefore, it is printing numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. Now let's see how we can specify two values, that is start value and the step value. So here I have given for x in range 20, 25. Since two values are specified here, the first value will be taken as the start value and second value will be taken as the stop value. So by this function, I am going to print starting from 20 up to 24 because here stop value is 25. So up to 24. Since the step value is not mentioned, the default increment is nothing but it is 1. Therefore, when I run this by pressing Shift Enter, it is generating the output as 20, 21, 22, etc. up to 24. And now I'm going to specify all the 3 values. So first, I'm specifying the start value as 20 and then stop value as 31, then step value as 2. If you guess the output, we will be getting the output as 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and 30. The reason is start value is 20. Since stop value is specified as 31, it will print up to 30 only. But step value is 2. That means first it will print 20. After that, it will increment by 2 and print 22. Then again increment by 2, print 24, and so on. And finally, after printing 30, if I increment, I'll be getting 32, but that is not in the range. So it will be printing up to 30. And now let's see one example where I want to print all the sequences from 10, 9, 8 up to 1. So in this, the start value is 10. So I can specify the first argument to the range function as 10. And then the end value is 1. That means the stop value should be the next number of this. So I am specifying 0. And here I want to print the numbers in the decrementing order, not in the increasing order. So when I want to print in the decreasing order, it should be -1. Or we can say that here the difference between 9 and then 10 is -1. So I am specifying -1. When we specify negative numbers as a step value, it will be printing in the decrement order. Then when I print this series, I'm getting the required series. And if I want to print all the multiples of 5 from 100 to 5, I can do this by using the range function in a simple statement. So the starting value here is 100 and then ending value I want till 5. So that means I can give the ending value as either 4 or 3, 2, anything, or 0, any value I can give. And then the values must be decremented by -5. So I'm specifying the third value as -5. Let me run this function. So I'm getting the start value starting from 100. The next number is 95 because here we have given -5. And then the next number is 90 till 5. Suppose if I give here 5 as a stop value, let's see what is going to happen. I'm not getting 5 at the output. So what is the reason is when I give the stop value, that will not be printed in the series. But I want 5 also in the series. That's why I have given 0 there. And even if I give 4 as a stop value, I'll be getting the same answer. I can give this as 4 or 3, anything until 0. So I'm getting the same answer. Now, we have certain points to remember in this. Start value, stop value, and then step value. All these three must be integers. We should not specify any floating point argument for that. And the three arguments can be either positive integer or negative integer. And one more thing about the step value is it should not be 0. If the step value is 0, Python interpreter will raise an exception known as value error exception. Now let's see these things with example. First, in this, I have specified for x in range 5.6. So this is a floating point number. It is not allowed. So when I run this program, I am getting error. So the error here is float object cannot be interpreted as an integer. And then here I have taken the step value as 0, which is not allowed. It can be either positive or negative. I am giving 0 here, and it is saying that argument 3 must not be 0. And by using range function, we can easily iterate over any sequence object. For example, I have a list with the totally 5 different members. It is a name of countries. I have India, US, UK, China, and Australia. I want to print all the elements in the list by using the range function. So for that, I can easily achieve with the help of the for loop. So I'm giving for I is nothing but the iteratable index in range length of name. So why I'm giving length of name is range function must need only at least one argument, that is nothing but the stop value. So what is the stop value? I want to print starting from the first value in the list till the last value. I don't know what is the length of the list. For finding the length of the list, we can use the built-in function len, and this function will return how many elements are present in the list. In this list, totally we have 5 elements. So this len of name will be written as 5. And we want to print first India, which is at name of 0, then US, which is at name of 1, and so on, till the last element Australia is printed, which is at the index 4. So name of 4. So when I print the first one, I'll be getting all the 5 elements in the list. And by using the range function, we can even print a portion of the list instead of printing the list entirely. So let's see how to do that. For I in range 3, I'm not giving for I in range 5. I'm giving only I in range 3. Print name of I. If I do that, it will be first taking I as 0. It will print name of 0, which is nothing but India, and then name of 1, US, name of 2, UK. Then we reach 2. Since I have given here 3, it will not print name of 3. It will stop with name of 2. Now let's run this and see the output. So when I print the first time, I'm getting all the 5 elements in the list because I have used len of name. And in the second case, I am printing only the first 3 elements in the list because here I have given len of length as 3. And you can even print a portion starting from UK, China, Australia. That is also possible. We have seen how to give the start value, stop value. So with this, by using the range function, we can iterate over any sequence object. Thank you, everyone.